It's all good. My first guest is an Oscar-nominated actor. Starting tomorrow, you can see him in the film Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. And currently, you can see him in the film Scary Movie 2. Here he is opposite our good pal, Andy Richter.
Did you see this? Look at this. Father, think of the child. Defender of the human race, look down in pity upon this thy servant. Ah! Silence! Holy Lord.
Your mother's in here with us, Harris. Would you like to leave a message? I'll be sure that she gets it.
Yes, Mom. Will you get out of there, please? You're no fun. I'm working.
Please welcome James Woods.
You may notice the applause did not phase out just then, okay?
Yeah, your applause sustains.
My applause just kept rocking, babe.
Yes, it kept going. We had to actually pour water on the crowd.
Exactly. Throw some old oatmeal on the crowd. Get Lizzie Grumman in here to back up into the crowd and keep in mind.
Oh, my God.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right.
Okay.
Let me ask you quickly something. I don't often, occasionally I bump into celebrities in real life.
Yes.
It doesn't happen much. They tend to avoid me.
Yeah.
But not too long ago, I'm in L.A. and I was driving down Sunset Boulevard in my rental car.
Yeah.
And I see someone...
That was for what? The hearing impaired? What was that? Okay, so we know.
It was a very small...
milking a cow as you were driving. Was that the idea? Okay.
It was a small clown car that I was in, that I toured around L.A.
clown feet. Okay.
And I'm in this car, and all of a sudden, I see in my peripheral vision someone passed me, and I'm like, that's James Woods, cool. And he's driving, like, this cool car, and you zip past me, and I was like anybody else. I was like, cool, that was James Woods. And then I remembered, I know you. You've been on the show.
And I had the same response. I said to this guy, I said, isn't that Conan O'Brien? Is he still on the air? What the hell is he doing out here in Los Angeles? What's he doing out here?
He's looking for guests, yeah.
Driving that really cheesy car wearing that clown suit. I can't imagine.
Well, it's weird because I see you and I pull up at the stoplight and I was like, hey, James Woods, Conan O'Brien. You were like, nah.
Exactly.
Took
Get
off.
me out of here as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah, yeah.
So how about our boy Andy Richter? How cute is he in that?
Well, let's talk about...
Well, let's talk about that wig, first of all, can we? Okay, with like the jet black hair. Did you see that thing? It looks like a
Yes.
dead Laza Opso on his head, you know? I mean, throughout the whole show, we're like filming. I keep, you know, I could never look him in the eye. I'd always kind of... Speaking of which, by the way, you look like a little tall right now in the hair department. What's going on there?
The hair is under control.
No, it's not under control. Trust me. Okay?
Some night I'm just going to puff it up to its full height. It can actually, it's like a crane.
Right, come down again. By the way, I want to do this. Nobody's ever seen this. I got to put this on my website. I got to just do a little movie of you, just you know, so people can see what it's like sitting here in the middle of the Conan show. So we're doing the movie of you and panning out to the audience. There's actually a movie camera bringing up. Oh, you're fabulous. You're fabulous. The most sustained applause yet. Thank you. Okay, very much. Actually, a movie camera.
You know, we have cameras here that could show people, too.
I know, but they're really cheesy and make us look bad. So what are we going to do?
So you work with Andy. Did you like working with Andy?
I love working with Andy, and I love getting, like, all the gossip on the show. I said, so what happens? Do you ever go back to Conan? Or are you, like, you know, X'd from there or what? He said, no, I go back all the time. It's cool. I hang out with the writers.
Right.
You know, get all the dirt on Conan, you know, the criminal record, everything else. And I said,
Conan likes his drinky winky.
The drinking, the drugs, the whole thing, you know, the thing with the Vienna Boys Choir, which I'm not at liberty to discuss, but the alleged, I should say, the alleged thing.
That.
He brought that up, you know, so.
Yes, I forgot about that.
He's absolutely great to work with. Just a great guy, a lot of fun, and
you did
a comedy professional, by the way.
You did, that's why he got sick of this place.
Exactly, out of there.
You did this famous scene in The Exorcist where you get sprayed with the vomit, the pea soup, didn't you?
Yeah, you don't just get sprayed. You get, it's like a tsunami of vomit, okay? I mean, it was what we called the Vomit Fest, and we did it. And unfortunately, I was the third one. It's like you're the last guy to jump out of the plane.
Right.
So it was kind of like the first time I asked Natasha Lyonne, who plays, which one's the right one so we don't get sued, Megan, we call her in the movie, in the spoof. And she got hit with it first, and she got it a little bit. Right. And Keenan said to me, I said, you know, that's really funny. He said, yeah, we thought it'd be even funnier if, like, she gets sick and then kind of throws up on Andy. I said, that's brilliant. And of course, then I kind of know what's coming. I said, but I'm in between the two of them. What would happen then? He said, well, then they'd, of course, both throw up on you. Right. And it would get bigger in intensity.
Now, how do they do it? Are they ladling it onto you?
No, well, that's what I said. I said, you know, how do they do that? They take like a little Dixie cup full of like pea soup and throw it? He said, well, we got something a little better. I feel like Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. I walk into a room, It is completely wrapped in plastic. The walls, the set, the floor.
Right.
And there's a little blue tape where I'm supposed to stand. And there are these two high-pressure air cannons. I mean, these things look like cannons on either side with these gigantic vats, bigger than Max Weinberg's drums over. I mean, big, full of, like, really icky pea soup. And they're both sides, and they have these big air canisters. And these guys are all wearing, like, plastic helmets and stuff.
I like it when, you must feel good when everyone else is protected in a suit.
But I mean, wearing, like, body armor. I mean, they're in Kevlar, okay? You know? And I said, well, it wasn't kind of like that for the other guys. They said, we want, like, a big effect for yours. And I said, well, like, what happens if this stuff gets in your ears? It gets in your ears. You're like, it doesn't get in your esophagus, okay? It's going to be like in your duodenum, okay, at this pressure. I said, great, I'm really looking forward to that.
Right.
So I kind of renegotiated on the spot, got a couple extra mil. And I said, okay, let it rip, you know? The worst part when you get hit both at once, they sort of give you one cue, which is to shut your eyes, because that could be dangerous.
Right.
And the problem is you're kind of acting, which, well, I'm actually acting in this movie for me, but, you know, you're doing
I like how you call it kind of acting.
Well, it's kind of acting. It's like, you know, you just stand there, try not to die in the take so you get paid. Anyway, so you're kind of there. And
you keep bringing up money.
Yeah, it's
as if that was a motivating factor in your life.
Okay, did this look like Streetcar Named Desire to you? Okay. With all due respect, I love the movie. It's a big hit, and it was a ball to do. But, I mean, it's not like you're signing up to do, you know, Shakespeare in Love here. I mean, with all due respect.
There was vomit in Shakespeare, but continue.
But not by, like, the carload, okay, at high pressure. Next thing I know, you do this one thing, and you hear the number 3, and it's like one of those things you say, are we going on 3, or are we going on 3 and, you know? And, of course, then it's too late. And it literally knocked me over the first time. It was just like, bam, and I'm, like, splattered against the wall like a maggot. I mean, you know, so we might have to do that again. I said, I don't think so. You know, use, like, computer generation, because I'm out of here.
They're going to start using this in the military now.
Yeah, exactly.
Start shooting
and by
people
the way,
with...
It's really interesting about pea soup. I guess it's okay to eat, although I'm not a fan, but about an hour after you've had it sort of sprayed on you, it just really doesn't smell right by the gallon. I mean, when it's like 2 inches thick, you know, up your nostrils.
You should have showered before you left the set.
I should have showered. It was last week. I haven't had a chance, I'm sorry, but I've got most of it scraped off.
Now, you mentioned sort of computer generating. This movie...
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy... It's not you, it's a computer-generated
It's me,
person.
Less than me and more than me, if you will. What we do is we do the voices first, and then they animate the movie with computers. When you see this movie, not a single frame of the movie was actually shot on film. But they have all these effects in it, like lens flare and camera shake and all the stuff that would naturally happen when you shoot a movie. But you're kind of watching this going, okay, I better take up, like, professional gardening or, you know, get a real day job soon, because in 2 years... Instead of doing dinosaurs, they're going to be doing, you know, I mean, you're so expensive now. Can you imagine how cheaply they could do you?
Wait a minute, who are you talking to?
You, okay?
You're talking to the wrong guy.
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah, I really have NBC over a barrel.
I mean, this is the guy who's
either I do 12:30 or I don't.
Meanwhile, this collage from poor Allison will be showing up on eBay tonight for $40, you know, so I guess you may have a point, but...
I'm not going to sell her collage.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to rub it against my body.
Okay, during the break, you'll have to send me $40, it's yours, you know? but I mean, it is amazing. They will be able to do actors completely, except for the voices. They say that computers can't ever get the intonations, the subtleties for which you, of course, are famous, that you could not ever have a computer do that. Except maybe like Hal in 2001.
So you can literally phone in a performance, is what you're saying?
Literally phone in. In fact, some of the lines I actually did do by phone patch.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I heard a call waiting at one point.
Exactly.
During one of your
performance.
It hurt the tension of the scene.
That'll be another 35 cents, please. Thank you.
Again with the money. Scary Movie 2 is in theaters now, and Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within opens tomorrow. James Woods.
Right.
Thank you for being here.
Okay, thank you.
Nice to have you.
Thanks for being here with you.
James Woods, everyone. Selma Blair. Oh, coming up. We'll be right back.
We have something on radar.
They came to our planet.
What is that?
They destroyed our cities. But on July 11th,
Get together a group of your most trusted men.
they'll learn they messed with the wrong species.
All right, everybody, here they come.
The city may be lost, but we are not.
It's too dangerous.
Fire in the hole!
Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
It is not a fairy tale. It is true.
Rated PG-13. Opens only in theaters tomorrow.
At least you can eat like a man. Ballpark Franks. Look for your chance to win the NASCAR trip.
Mounds and Almond Joy, because everybody needs a 5-minute vacation.
Last night when I took my girlfriend to Olive Garden, I took Uncle Mike's advice. I said you gotta have the new chicken and shrimp limone. It's chicken and shrimp tossed with pasta in a white wine lemon sauce. It's a perfect combination, like you two. Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
You know, the older I get, the earlier I eat.
Why are you talking about getting older? Look at all of these young people.
That's what I love about Denny's Summer Grand Slam deal. It's $2.99 whenever I eat. Dinner at 6, $5, $2.99. Lunch, breakfast, 7 days a week, even weekends, $2.99. Next year, I'll be eating dinner at 4.
Works for me.
Why?
Because I'll still be coming here at 6.
The delicious Grand Slam, now $2.99. Only at Denny's.